Welcome to Joe's Astrology. This is the birth chart for Katy Perry. She's a singer, songwriter, and actress. And also want to include that she recently broke up with Orlando Bloom, and which I'm going to be doing another video on, so stay tuned for that. We have her North Node here in Taurus, and Uranus has just transited, or is there right now. It's retrograde. Right there at 27 degrees, Uranus, the planet of sudden changes or just change in general, and it's in her seventh house of relationships. And we can see a need or a desire to, or a circumstance just to change her relationship. She's a sun in Scorpio, Scorpio rising, and a moon in Scorpio as well. She actually has a stellium here in Scorpio with Pluto, Sun, rising, Mercury, Saturn, and Moon. So let's take a look here. Sun in Scorpio in the 12th conjunct Pluto. That's where she's coming from, Pluto in the 12th, being someone who's living a dream life, someone who's an actor, a singer, a musician, with that Pluto and Sun there in the 12th. With Scorpio there as well, very much involved in other people's money when it comes to this. So we can really see here the difference. You can see the difference between just, okay, a person's a musician, but then there's a musician who is heavily involved in other people's money, Scorpio. Because not all musicians are famous or are making money off of their work. But the energy is very similar. We're talking about that Pisces 12th house energy. Moon in Scorpio as well continues what I'm mentioning there. It's in the Pisces decan. It's also conjunct Saturn, or Mercury's conjunct Saturn. So this is also going to really emphasize the work, emphasize the musician as a job, the musical ability, the creativeness as work, as a means to earn a living, Saturn. And it's there in the first as well. The first house, we can see it's possible that she's also using her image to do this, her self-image, her body, somewhat of a sex symbol in the world. Let's take a look here. She's got Mars and Jupiter in Capricorn. Also conjunct Jupiter, conjunct Neptune. So going along with that theme here with Mars and Jupiter, I just did some readings on tennis athletes and athletes in general that will have Mars, Jupiter, that will give that athleticism, that will give the drive for the ambition, the drive and ambition for success. And it's in Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn and Mars. So more indication here, we can see that this idea that yes, she is a musician, but she's heavily involved in work as a musician, not just being in that state of mind, that musical state of mind, with this Mars and Jupiter and Capricorn. And she also has Neptune. So we're talking a lot about Neptune. Neptune is at 20 degrees. It's conjunct Jupiter. It's at 29 degrees in the sign of Sagittarius. And I've also done many charts recently with Jupiter, people who are very successful, who live otherworldly lives with Jupiter conjunct Neptune. And with Neptune there at 29 degrees, really emphasizes this Pisces or Neptune life. So you might, just another reminder, you might look at a chart like this and say, where is someone might say, well, Pisces correlates with music. Well, where is the Pisces? Well, there's plenty of Pisces. She has as I said, Pluto and the Sun in the 12th. She has Neptune at 29 degrees. She has Jupiter conjunct Neptune. She has Jupiter in its fall in Capricorn. She has Jupiter in a semi-sextile to Venus there. A very fortunate aspect. It's in a semi-sextile aspect, but it's in the exact, just about the exact degree with Jupiter, which I've done many recently. Have done many charts, looking at many charts that have this Jupiter-Venus contact for very lucky people. And as I was saying, the Moon and Saturn and Mercury are in the Pisces decan of Scorpio. She's got the her midheaven there in Leo, what she's known for, what people are seeing from her. Leo, the creative artist that she is, people are seeing that from her. This is what she does, or what people are, what her status is in life. It's very Leonian, very sun-like. You can see Pluto with the sun, making her sun very powerful. Pluto is power, Scorpio is power. You can take a look at Uranus here. There's so much in this chart. I'm kind of doing this on the fly here. With these planets and their aspects. Uranus is at 11 degrees of Sagittarius. It's conjunct Venus, and it's making a semi-sextile, an exact semi-sextile to Mercury and the ascendant. So what does that mean? Well, Uranus is going to be emphasized in her life as well. And that's why when we see that Uranus transit to the North Node, there's going to be some heavy activity, because she resonates very much so with the Uranus planet, with it being really close to her first house there, almost in the first house. It's in the degree of the ascendant. As I said, it's in the degree of Mercury. Mercury being the lower octave of Uranus. Many people don't resonate with the higher octave of Mercury. The higher octave of Mercury, Uranus being the genius aspect, the genius octave. And it's conjunct Venus, so we can see there could be some very dynamic relationships with Venus, some big changes with money in her life, and also big changes in her love life at stages of her life. And we see the ruler there of the transit we just saw in Taurus is Venus, and it is conjunct Uranus, giving us more indication that when Uranus hit this point at 27 degrees Taurus, her north node, that there would be some major changes. So these are some things that I can do with your chart as well. And if you'd like a reading, send me an email. And stay tuned for Orlando Bloom. I'm going to do his chart next, and the relationship, synastry, and perhaps composite of these two.